Mr. Trento, I appreciate you taking the time to come on. It's Tom Trento, CEO of Defend the Border, and yet you recently, you're dabbling in the TV world now. 10 episodes, Death County and the River of Broken Dreams, or maybe not. I'm just assuming something called Defend the Border. You don't do that much TV.
Well, what we're doing, actually, the television component, the show we just completed, 45-minute show, is a tool to grow a movement. We're growing a movement around the United States of America to elect pro-border security politicians in November 2024. So everything we're producing on the media side is designed to grab people, tell them about a problem, show them the solution, and change the country.
And now, am I right to understand that Tom Homan, the former ICE director under Trump, he's featured in the premiere episode of Death County and the River of Broken Dreams, but will each of the 10 episodes be focused on a different ICE agent, if you will, or is it all about Homan?
No, we took Homan, Tom Homan. He wrote a book called Defend the Border and Save Lives. 35 years on the border, from a beat cop growing up in upstate New York, not too far from you guys up there in Connecticut. And he worked his way all the way through the border to the top of ICE. It's never been done before. Worked for 6 presidents. Got an award from Obama, got an award from Trump. An amazing guy. Blue-collar, tough, street cop, but he rose to the top. So our 10 episodes are 10 different elements of the Biden border disaster that Tom will investigate and expose.
Wow, that's powerful stuff. I had a gentleman on over the past year who he's working the border right now, has been, I want to say, for 26 years. The name may come to you before it even comes to me, but he's still there, been there for 26 years. I asked him point blank, would you say that now is the worst it's ever been? And he did, or at the very least, he offered that up, maybe himself. He said now's the worst he's ever seen it in 26 years.
There is no question. And in fact, the irony of that, in 2017 and 18, when Tom Homan was the ICE director under Trump, those guys closed the border, secured it like it's never been done before. And the first day in office, the first day, not the second day, the first day in office, Joe Biden and his cabal of open border maniacs, they undid all of Trump's executive order policies that brought sanity and humanity to the border. And it's a complete disaster. Don't listen to that liar Mayorkas, who's the head of Homeland Security, or Biden, who has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinnie, the czar, the person in charge of solving the problem is Kamala Harris.
I don't even know what to make of that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you don't even know, or maybe you do. She was given the assignment. It was a Monday, I believe, that Biden said, "I'm assigning the border crisis to Kamala." The next day, she boarded a plane for New Haven, Connecticut, where she did a big press thing. She ate our pizza, made a big deal. We make the best pizza. The next day, I don't even know if she got to the border. She did eventually get there. What's the deal? You would know better than I. I think she only made it there once, and it wasn't any time soon. You think her first order of business would be, "Let me go and firsthand experience, bird's eye view." Instead, she stopped for some pizza first.
Hey, I love pizza pie, right? I'm an Italian who loves pizzas, but I love a country that has laws. My family came over from Italy and went through Ellis Island the legal way. So you put that in it with Kamala Harris in charge, and look, there's two things going on. There's a very low level of intellectual capability in many sectors of the Biden administration, but then there's a devious anti-American plan to destabilize the border on purpose for two reasons. One, people helping run the Biden campaign and administration are globalists, open border people. Should be no borders anywhere in the world. The neo-Marxist view, private property should not exist, so countries shouldn't have property that's private. Everybody should be allowed to go anywhere. There's that mentality. But also, on top of that philosophical foundation, there's the idea that if we get all these dark-skinned people, like they did, the Democrats in the 1800s, and we put them in a system where they're completely dependent upon us, they'll do whatever we ask them. And this is a form of indentured servitude, bringing poor people into the country, giving them stuff, and tying them into the Democrat Party, and eventually turning those into votes. That's the hidden plan. Yeah. This is a massive voter registration campaign going on by the Democrats.
Yeah, I think it blows up in their face on some occasion too. I know a lot of you'll get a lot of traditional families, a lot of people from Mexico and whatnot who. They're ultimately conservative. I think that is the plan. I would agree with that. I've thought about this long and hard, but I think it blows up in their faces a lot because they're like, well, I don't want to, I didn't come over here for more chaos. I left chaos. So I do think it occasionally blows up in the lib face.
On a blank sheet of paper, all the Central and South American families that have a Catholic tradition.
Yeah.
Absolutely think the way you just explained, of course. But the problem is when you make this trip, and you're not getting across, even in the ports of entry now, the cartels are controlling people. So you're indebted to the cartels financially. You're a good Catholic family, mother, father, 3 little kids. In Mexico, nobody's being persecuted for their political positions, but you want a better life. So you're coming here for a better life. You make believe you're being persecuted. You say the magic words, but now you become a victim of the party, and it's your faith in God and your family versus who's going to put food on your table, who's going to give you a job, who's going to give you a phone, who's going to move you around. And you have to listen to these people. And they are very good, the Democrat operatives, through the NGOs, the non-government organizations that are usually all faith-based, many of them Catholic organizations. They start to turn these people away from the foundations of their faith, basically saying, put your faith not so much in God, but in the Democrat Party who will improve your life. And that's the propaganda campaign.
Yeah.
And, of course, some of them aren't going to go for it, but the majority are going for it by necessity. Yeah. By necessity, these poor people.
Yeah. And again, we're on with Tom Trento. He's the CEO of Defend the Border. Recently completed Death County and the River of Broken Dreams, the first of 10 TV episodes about the life of Tom Homan. Going to be aired on national TV. We'll find out exactly where and how you could watch it in just a couple of minutes. I wanted to ask you really quickly, though. I don't know how people watch this footage of the Roosevelt Hotel, of the fiasco in New York, the lines of people, the footage we've seen of 8, 9-year-old kids drinking, getting wasted on booze. Their parents have already left them there. The former employee of the Roosevelt Hotel, I don't know if you caught that on national television as well, him talking about, I had to quit that job, what they're doing there. They're housing migrants there, and it's chaos. I don't know how anybody could watch that and think, well, it's better than where they were. They're just ripe for exploitation.
Yeah, it's, again, the policies, you're 100% accurate. Tom Homan's book, and our campaign is based upon his life, his book, Defend the Border and Save Lives. Save lives. The Democrat Party's policies are destroying lives. You couldn't have a more graphic illustration than what's going on in Manhattan right now. And the nitwit mayor, Eric Adams, he's a year ago, hey, we're a sanctuary city. We're like the Statue of Liberty. Bring them in. Come on, we'll take everybody. Now he's going, whoa, whoa, whoa. We can't handle this. We can't. And I live in Florida, Vin, and DeSantis and Abbott, obviously, from Texas, we're busting people in Manhattan. Hey, Adams, you want people? We'll set them up to you. And they're being hoisted on their own petard. They're being blown up by their own philosophy, and you're seeing it graphically. It's sad.
To say the least. How can people watch Death County and the River of Broken Dreams?
Yeah, Death County and the River of Broken Dreams is a 45-minute investigative report as we follow Tom Homan with his cowboy hat and the sidearm on. He took his suit off, and he got on the border in the nitty-gritty, and he's meeting illegals as they come across. He goes to Death County, which is Brooks County in Texas, 70 miles north of the border, where illegals are dying every day there. And the River of Broken Dreams is obviously the Rio Grande. The whole thing is a scam. We have been limited in showing it on national TV because Tom is under contract with a major cable news network, and they have limited our ability to put it out. So we're showing it for free on our website, defendtheborder.org. Defendtheborder.org. You can go there, watch it for free, then join us, join the movement, and we have a man, Tom Homan. We have a movie, Death County, and we have a movement to win America back, focusing on the border in November 2024. If people can help out with donations, we're a nonprofit, tax deductible. We got a team. We got everything. Go to the website, defendtheborder.org.
I'm on it right
Check it out. Watch the movie.
Yeah, it's a heck of a website. Again, it's defendtheborder.org. I'm on it right now and looking like I'm going to spend a good long time on it for the remainder of this morning. I appreciate you taking the time to come on. I appreciate all the work you've done here. Tom Trento, CEO of Defend the Border, and I'll make sure I keep banging the drum on this. Thanks again.
All right, thanks, Vinnie. You take care. Keep up the great work.
See you, buddy.